Our planet, this beautiful blue sphere, spinning in the vastness of space, has a history far longer and more dramatic than we can easily imagine. Think of it as a great ancient book, with each page telling the story of a different time. Scientists who study this book are called geologists, and they divide Earth's long story into chapters called eons, eras, periods, epochs. Each epoch is a distinct chapter, defined by the unique conditions of the climate, the landscape, the forms of life. These chapters can last for millions of years, marking times when the world was very different from the one we know today. Imagine traveling back through these epochs. You might find yourself in a world dominated by gigantic dinosaurs roaming vast swampy forests during the Jurassic period. Go back further still, and you would discover oceans teeming with strange and wonderful creatures. Each layer of rock beneath our feet holds clues to these lost worlds: fossils of ancient plants and animals, traces of long-vanished oceans, and the chemical signatures of climates that were once tropical, where now there is ice. These layers are the pages of Earth's diary, patiently waiting to be read. The most recent epoch, the one that allowed our own human story to begin, is called the Holocene. Scientists have given a name to this proposed new chapter in Earth's history: Anthropocene. The word comes from two Greek words: anthropos, human, scene, new, or recent. So, the Anthropocene is quite literally the new age of humans. Human activity has become the most powerful influence on the planet's geology, climate, ecosystems. We are no longer just inhabitants of Earth. We have become its primary shapers, for better and for worse. This is a profound shift that separates our time from what came before. Holocene's natural stability has given way to rapid, human-driven change. This transition didn't happen overnight. For thousands of years, our impact was mostly local: a cleared forest here, a diverted river there. In the last 2 centuries, and especially since the mid-20th century, the scale and speed of our influence exploded. The Great Acceleration. Dramatic increases in human population, energy use, consumption. We began altering the chemistry of our atmosphere and oceans. What makes this epoch unique is the sheer power we now wield. Past epochs were shaped by natural forces: the slow drift of continents, impact of giant asteroids, gradual shifts in Earth's orbit. Those forces worked over thousands to millions of years. Today, changes happen within mere decades. We are compressing geological time into a single lifetime. Evidence of our influence is written into the rock and ice of the planet. When you hear Anthropocene, think of our incredible, and sometimes frightening, power. The world is a product of nature and our choices. We are the authors of this new chapter. Understanding this is the first step toward choosing the story we want for the future. The Earth is now a human-made world, and that brings a unique responsibility. The evidence for the Anthropocene is all around us, and it is also being preserved in the geological record for future scientists to find. One of the most significant human signatures is the dramatic increase of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. Since the Industrial Revolution, we have been burning fossil fuels, coal, oil, gas, to power our homes, factories, vehicles. This process releases vast quantities of carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas that traps heat and warms our planet. Air bubbles trapped in ancient ice cores from Antarctica show us that atmospheric carbon levels today are higher than they have been for at least 800,000 years. Another unmistakable marker of our age is the spread of new, man-made materials. Think about plastic. This incredibly useful but persistent material was only invented about a century ago, yet it can now be found in every corner of the globe. Tiny fragments of plastic, known as microplastics, are in deepest ocean trenches, highest mountain peaks, within the bodies of animals, within the bodies of humans. Future geologists will find a distinct layer of plastic particles in the sediment, a clear and permanent signal that marks the beginning of our time. It is a legacy that will last for millennia. Perhaps the most definitive and chilling marker of the Anthropocene comes from the dawn of the nuclear age. The detonation of atomic bombs in the mid-20th century released rare radioactive elements, like plutonium, into the atmosphere. These elements spread around the world and then settled, leaving a thin, invisible layer in soils and ice sheets everywhere. Because these radioactive markers are global and have a precise start date, many scientists propose using this signal as the official golden spike, the geological point that formally marks the beginning of the Anthropocene epoch. It is a stark reminder of our newfound ability to alter the planet in fundamental ways. Beyond these specific markers, our footprint is visible in countless other ways. We have dammed over half of the world's major rivers, changing how sediment flows to the sea. Our farming practices have moved more soil and rock than all natural processes combined. We have created new materials, like concrete, aluminium, in such quantities that they now form a significant part of the Earth's crust. Together, these changes create a powerful and undeniable picture. We have fundamentally altered the physical, chemical, biological systems of our world, leaving a human signature that will be visible in the rock for millions of years to come. To truly grasp the significance of the Anthropocene, it helps to compare it with the epoch that came just before it, the Holocene. The Holocene began after the last ice age. It was a period of remarkable environmental calm. Its defining feature was stability. For nearly 12,000 years, Earth's climate stayed gentle and predictable. This stability was the cradle of human civilization. Reliable seasons for agriculture, steady sea levels for coastal communities, consistent ecosystems supporting rich life. The Holocene was governed by slow, powerful rhythms of nature. The carbon cycle, the water cycle, and the nitrogen cycle flowed in balance. Biodiversity flourished. Planet systems were resilient. Humans lived within natural boundaries. We modified local environments, but we were one species among millions. Our global impact was negligible. Planet systems operated largely independently of us. The Anthropocene, by contrast, is defined by instability and rapid human-driven change. Nature is no longer fully in the driver's seat. Humanity is at the wheel. We are no longer just passengers. We are the planet's new navigators. Great natural cycles are being overwhelmed by human activities. We are adding carbon to the atmosphere far faster than plants and oceans can absorb it, causing the climate to warm at an unprecedented rate. Industrial processes are overloading ecosystems with nitrogen. Agricultural processes are overloading ecosystems with nitrogen, disrupting the delicate balance of life in soils and waters. The key difference is one of agency and pace. The Holocene, shaped by natural forces over millennia. The Anthropocene, reshaped by human choices in centuries, or even decades. Sea levels are rising. Weather patterns are becoming more extreme. Species are disappearing at a rate not seen since the dinosaurs. We've moved from environmental harmony to profound disruption. The gentle, predictable Holocene is fading into memory, replaced by the turbulent, uncertain reality of the Anthropocene. One might wonder, why does giving a name to our current time even matter? Is the Anthropocene just a technical term for scientists, or does it have a deeper meaning for all of us? The act of naming this epoch is profoundly important, for science, for society. For geologists, it is about accuracy. Their job is to read the story in the rocks. The evidence shows a new and dramatic chapter has begun. Formally recognizing the Anthropocene would mean updating the official geological timescale, reflecting the reality of our planet today. A planet no longer operating under the same rules as the Holocene. But the importance goes far beyond geology. It changes our perspective on our relationship with the planet. To say we live in the Anthropocene is to accept we are now the dominant force of nature, a humbling, sobering thought. We can no longer see ourselves as separate from the environment, nor treat environmental problems as distant from daily life. Our societies, our economies, our individual actions directly shape the future of Earth's climate and ecosystems. The name is a call to awareness. This recognition carries an immense weight of responsibility. If we cause planetary scale changes, we are responsible for the consequences. Problems like climate change, ocean acidification, the mass extinction of species are not just happening to us, they are happening because of us. Acknowledging the Anthropocene forces us to confront that truth. It moves the conversation from passive observation to active management and stewardship. We have become custodians of our planet's health, whether we wanted that role or not. Ultimately, naming our age is an act of self-awareness. Humanity holds up a mirror and sees not just a clever, successful species, but a geological force of immense power. This realization can be frightening, and it can be empowering. The future is not something that just happens. It is something we create. The Anthropocene is not just about environmental problems. It is about human choice. By understanding our role in shaping the planet, we can begin to make more conscious decisions, deliberate decisions, and wise decisions for the long-term health of our only home. Living in the Anthropocene presents us with some of the greatest challenges our species has ever faced. The rapid warming of our climate is leading to more extreme weather events, rising sea levels that threaten coastal communities, disruptions to the food and water supplies that we all depend on. At the same time, we are witnessing a tragic loss of biodiversity. As we transform natural habitats for our own use, we are pushing countless species of plants and animals towards extinction. This is more than just sad. It weakens the very ecosystems that provide us with clean air, fresh water, fertile soils. These challenges can feel overwhelming, and it is easy to feel a sense of despair. We are, after all, just one person among 8 billion. But it is precisely in our collective power, the same power that has shaped the Anthropocene, that our greatest hope lies. The story of this epoch is not yet finished. The final pages have not been written, and we are the ones holding the pen. The future of our planet depends on the choices we make today. The same human ingenuity that created these problems can also be used to solve them. We are a species of innovators, creators, problem solvers. All around the world, brilliant people are developing remarkable solutions. We are harnessing the power of the sun and the wind to create clean energy. We are designing new ways to live in cities that are more sustainable and in harmony with nature. We are working to protect and restore precious ecosystems, from coral reefs to rainforests. We are learning to be more mindful of what we consume and how we can reduce our impact on the world. This is where the future of the Anthropocene will be decided. In our creativity, our compassion, our willingness to work together. Every one of us has a part to play in this story. By learning about our planet, by making thoughtful choices in our daily lives, and by raising our voices for a healthier world, we can contribute to a positive future. The journey ahead will not be easy, but it is a journey we must take together. We have the extraordinary privilege of living on this beautiful planet. Let us work to ensure that the age of humans becomes not an age of destruction, but an age of restoration, wisdom, and enduring hope for all life on Earth.